Welcome back, everyone. Octavian Augustus here, giving you a great review, unbiased, when it comes to the Whoop and how I'm absolutely loving it when it comes to getting my fitness and my health and my body fat and everything else back on track. I'm 34 years old and I've been slacking the last few years. I used to compete in mixed martial arts. I'm a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. I'm no stranger to pushing myself physically, but I've got a little bit soft in the last few years. I've cut some of the workouts short, my diet hasn't been the tightest, and I started realizing that now I'm in my mid-30s, I have to get this back on track. So I wanted a device to help me maximize everything. And I decided to go with the Whoop, and it's been fantastic. And the number one reason why I wanted to do this video is for you, not for me. When I was looking for a device to choose, whether it was the Apple Watch, the Garmin, the Whoop, all the other ones out there, almost every single video I clicked on had some sort of promo code or link to use so that someone else out there would get a kickback when it comes to you buying the device that they're suggesting. So it was no surprise that these reviews were obviously favorable if it ended with a promo code or something like that. Now, I'm not saying that those are bad people or that those devices are not great devices. It just didn't sit well with me. Now, eventually I did pick the Whoop, and the purpose of this video is to give you unbiased insight into how it's working for me, things that I really love about it. I've been using it for about 30, 40 days now, and how it's already having a tremendous effect on my physical fitness and getting things back in line. And along the way, if you find value in this video, all I ask for is that you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more videos just like this when it comes to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, mixed martial arts, fitness, mindset, all else in this life that we're all sharing and going through together. So first things first, the number one reason why I wanted to get a device like this is to track and monitor my sleep. I work in shift work, and oftentimes, especially at nighttime, my sleep is disrupted. And when you have poor quality of sleep, it absolutely kills all your fitness goals, how you're feeling, your motivation for the next day. So what I wanted to do on days that I didn't have to work the next day, on those nights, I wanted to maximize my sleep. And along the way, I learned a whole bunch of things when it comes to sleep hygiene, REM sleep, your heart rate variability, all kinds of other things. Just to name a few, if you sleep in a cold, dark room, obviously you're gonna get much better sleep, but also not looking at your phone. First, because of blue light, but number two, the content you consume, if you go on X or Instagram and whatnot, it's gonna get your mind going, and it's gonna make it more difficult to fall asleep and put your mind at ease. Now I'm gonna step to the side. I'll put a couple screenshots up right now of some of the features that I love when it comes to tracking your REM sleep. That's your restorative deep sleep. When it comes to your heart rate when you're sleeping, I really like seeing how low my heart rate gets during certain stages of sleep, and actually how it goes up during REM sleep, the rapid eye movement. And then your score, and then your DET. So it gives you a score on how well you're sleeping, your consistency, and the hours that you need. And if you get bad sleep, maybe you work in shift work as well, or you just got something on the mind, you're not sleeping very well, you have a newborn baby, right? You're gonna rack up a DET, and it's very important to chip away at that DET, take naps, make your sleep more consistent, higher quality. So like I said, this was the number one reason why I wanted this device. And if you want to maximize your sleep as well, improve the quality of your sleep and track it, the Whoop is definitely going to help you out. Number two, the performance metrics that the Whoop has. Very simply put, it has VO2 max, HRV, the amount of strain that you do, how much you exert yourself for certain exercises. But another thing too, it's very convenient. It doesn't really get in the way. I wear this pretty much everywhere I go. It doesn't get in the way. It doesn't really bother me. But it also has a GPS in it. So when I run and I have my phone, right, and it's tracking my heart rate and what I'm doing, right, it tracks how far I've gone. So when I take a look at my phone, it says I've gone 1.5 miles, 3 miles, 4 miles, whatever my distance is. Whereas before, maybe if I was using a heart rate monitor, I'd have one app for that. I'd have to switch to another app to track how far I've run. I'd have to kind of calculate it all myself. Nonsense, you don't have to do any of that. The Whoop tracks all of that. The app tracks all of that. So when it comes to, like I said, HRV, which is heart rate variability, strain, VO2 max, and a GPS, and how easy it is to wear these devices, Whoop actually has done a very good job at that. And next up we have Advanced Labs. This part is optional, but long story short, Advanced Labs falls under the Whoop company, and it's where they draw blood to see what's going on inside your body. You can pay for extra labs more in depth than maybe what your doctor is doing. Now, like I said, this part is optional, but I wanted to take my fitness and health goals to the next level. I wanted to see what was going on. I wanted to see where my deficits were. Maybe some things that I inherited that I didn't know that are in my gene code. So I found it was very easy to do. It was a very seamless, smooth process. What you do is you pay for it, you book the lab, and you show up, they draw your blood, and they give you all this insight. On top of it, the first thing you do is you do an intro interview. They ask you about your lifestyle habits, your goals, how you're feeling, some things that are good, some things that are bad, right? And then at the end of it, once all your labs have come through, a practitioner from Whoop will evaluate everything and give you some advice on what you can do to reach your goals faster and feel better. And if you really want to take things to the next level, I took all my data, I downloaded it, and I plugged it into my premium AI subscription to get even more insight. I said, take 2 hours, research this, get back to me. So I was able to get a little more information, a little bit more in depth on the diet side of things and things that I can do to improve my health and fitness. And finally, if you and your friends are all into fitness, you're trying to get your life, your health back on track, your family members right, you can start a community where everyone can see how hard everyone's working, everyone's sleep and recovery, so on and so forth. A good little bonus feature. Like I said, everything in this app has been very impressive so far. This device is super easy to wear. They have a lot of cool features. It's actually pretty cheap, all things considered. I don't know what the price will be at the time that you see this video, but all in all, I rate this very highly. I found it very helpful, and I'm going to continue to wear this for a long period of time. I have one more blood test I'm going to be doing, and from there I'm going to have a ton of insight on what I need to do to get my fitness back in line, my health back in check, drop some body fat, start feeling as good as I did just a few years ago. Yes, I'm 34 years old at the time of this video, and I am getting a little bit older, but that's no excuse. I'm not cutting corners anymore. I'm really pushing it. I'm extending my prime and my youth as much as I can, and I hope that this video has helped you. And with all that being said, that wraps up this review of the Whoop, and I hope you found it valuable. Like I said, when I was looking to get insight into how these things work and if people liked them, everywhere I turned was a guru or an influencer trying to sell me something. I'm not trying to sell you anything. I'm just trying to help you out. And as I'm trying to help you out, you can help me out by subscribing to the channel and hitting that like button. So yeah, like I said, this thing's been great. It's really helping me out. Now, I'm done chatting. It's time for me to go hit a run right now. I'll put a screenshot up right now. I'm doing my fastest 1 mile run today. I have a long way to go, I know it, but please, if you have any other questions that I didn't cover in this video, drop a comment below. I'd be glad to help you out in any way that I can. And like I said, subscribe, like the video to help support me, and I'll see you guys next time. Thank you for being here.